So once again, I greet every one of you. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. And here on Blessedom, we try to discuss those kind of things that you don't hear it anywhere else, or we don't try to sugarcoat it. We try to be as objective as possible, without being biased or confirming anybody's bias. So yeah, you're welcome to my page once again. And if you are not yet subscribed, I don't know what you are waiting for. Subscribe and support Blessedom. Or you can also send me stars. If you are watching here on Facebook, send me stars and share the video. Very important. Share the video. And if you are not following, like and follow the page also. So I'm asking the question this evening that, do you think election is going to hold in the Southeast because of the things that are going on right now? Just today, or did it happen yesterday, we're hearing that people that were suspected to be of northern extraction were finished up yesterday. eh? you know so what is the essence of doing something like that at a time like this? At a time like this, in my last video where I was talking, that I was saying that obviously P2B is gaining momentum, whether you like it or not. That is just very obvious, and that the momentum he's gaining has gone beyond social media as everyone thought. And you would think that at a time like this, these people will calm down. These people will just leave all these things and realize themselves. But no, some people want to really have this their freedom fraud business going. They don't want it to end, because it's their source of livelihood. Whether they're on social media, that's what they are using to be doing social media. Every day they are there saying, well, oh, Ibrahim is already at my backyard, etelewu, eteluda, you know. And now, at a time like this, we are still seeing sit at home. We are still seeing the issue of cattle, hundreds of cattle. Like, I don't know. So the question is, as things stand now in the Southeast, do you think election is going to hold? I want to have it as an open conversation. I will read your comments. You can call in and contribute. Please, if you call in, just be brief and straight to the point. Just say what you want to say. No need for talking around. Just so that I want to have as many people as possible to call in and tell me what they think. And if you are on the ground in the Southeast, we really like to hear what is going on from your own end. You don't have to tell us your name. You can remain anonymous. You don't have to appear. We just want to hear what is going on and the feeling on ground. But from what we are getting from the media, how do you think election will hold in such circumstances? You understand? Because the issue on ground is not being addressed. Nobody is paying heed to it. It's as if it's going to just solve itself. It's something that will just take care of itself. Something, some kind of magic will just, abracadabra, everything will just fall into place. So I don't get it. So as I was saying, a bingo came into my inbox to send me an audio, and that audio is supposed to explain to the bingos why they needed to be in this state of say they will not value their own life or anything about life, that they will be willing to spoil everything, scatter everywhere, that kind of thing. So one of my fans is saying I should play the video, so the audio. So I will just kind of play it a little bit. Yeah. But give me a second. Let me play some background music um, to kind of cushion the effect of copyright issues.
never came close to us. Why did they not succeed? Put by people, as I said before, in this very land, they value honor and dignity. Here they value life also. That is why people will be willing to or prepared to sacrifice their lives that the rest may live. That is the essence of sacrifice. There is no country that we inhabit today that did not go through series of wars in order to purify the consciousness of the people, to attain a particular height and status where the betterment of everybody is predominant and preeminent, not selfish interest. That is why Japan is different. That is why they were not conquered, because they're very proud people. You can't come here to Japan and say you want to enslave them and you drunk.
So
they will sacrifice every Japanese before you can do that to them. Why?
So you understand? He's saying that people who are successful, they are successful because before you can get to them, they will rather sacrifice everybody, destroy everything, rather than for you to come and take them into slavery. But it is strange for me because the Igbo people can never say that they are under slavery. It's just the same, post-colonial domination that every African is facing. That's what we are facing, to be frank, even all over the world, where it is called, I don't know, sometimes I have to be careful with the words I use, but it is called Oyibo supremacy. Let me not just put the word, the word they use, they put color there, they say something like white, So it is what we are facing all over the world, and especially people they call people from our own part of Africa, they call us sub-Saharan. Sub-Saharan is the most hit from this, ideology of Oyibo supremacy, Oyibo better pass, Oyibo nine their life better, everything Oyibo nine good, hey, that's why now still Oyibo God now we go they pray, hey, now make even Jesus he have to be like Oyibo, made it now like Oyibo. So they just put all those things, say hey, Oyibo nine be the so under that system everything is operating like that. So anybody will no fall into that system, you go get problem because they no want. They want me, then they call the shots, and now they don't do the word as it be. Now then get the power, now all the money where would they use, now then do, and now then they say this money now this valley get all the, now then they control everything. So it's because they don't understand, they don't understand all these things. That's why they are putting it into their hearts, we are suffering on it in different ways. Like people in the southeast now, they are under Christian post-colonial problem. The people in the north, they are under Islamic post-colonial problem. So they hold us like jugula like this. You go here, they owe you. You go, we know the worst can be say we no get our own. We not gonna get our own. I'm even looking now in Nigeria, Indomie come turn to staple Indomie. The worst, before we were able to feed ourselves. Last you go drink garri, you go chop akpu, you go cook soup. But now possible. Everywhere bandits, they no want do anything about the bandits. Bandits, they destroy everywhere. Some of these things where they put for farmer put for there, where they go come burn everything. If you look at some of them now, if you don't pluck yam, if you don't dey farm before, you go know say yam, you get the small wey they call seed yams, they harvest, they go they remove those one, and those one they go plant the next year. Normally Nigeria people, we know they go they buy wetin we want plant for ground. Everybody they get in own. If you they harvest your corn, you go they put the one way hard, you go they put them aside, so you go do am next year. If you they harvest your cassava, you go cut the stems, you go keep. Some people don't know say cassava na stick, you go not cut the sticks, keep. When you want plant, you go pieces, you go cut the sticks into small again, sugar inside ground. Now they destroy everything. The day where I see that man where they call Bill and Gate, I say wetin dey go on for here. When I see am wey come, they come say they give the people where they say they be IDP, they give them something, make they will come go back, make they go they plant. I say chai, you know, because e don reach like that, say e go reach food now we no go get. So because the kind seed and the kind thing wey dem go give you now, the corn wey dem go give you na the kind corn when e be say if you plant am you go pluck am, you go chop am, e don finish until person give you again before you go put am for ground. That one if dem no dey put am for ground na trademark, na trademark, na wetin dem dey target, you know. And Nigeria, you see, the problem wey we get be say people wey dey rule us, dem no understand the wahala wey we dey inside, you know. So Nigeria will have a new president, no doubt, you know. So but the main issue is the situation that is going on, and the you know, the candidate of Southeast extraction that you are hoping that he will go far, you know, in this election. How is he going to come in, you know? Yes, cassava is just the stem, oh, nothing more. All you need is a mature stem. It's just like a bitter leaf. All you need is a mature stem. If somebody send you, if somebody is coming from Nigeria now and bring that stem, it's a mature stem. That's all you need. You cut it into small pieces. You put it in the ground. The same thing with something like bitter leaf. You cut it into small stems. You know. I told the people I lived in the village, so I know all these things. So some people don't know, and now they are trying to remove all those ones. So the only one way we will even get say we feel chop by ourselves. That's why those things, that's why sometimes when something they happen, may you they look past, oh, Hausa, Igbo, Christian, Muslim. You need to look beyond all those things, because that thing now waiting they put for our front till they cover our eye. May we know they see the real thing where they happen for our eye. You know, the thing go they happen for your presence, but you know they see them because they don't take another thing cover your eye. So you go there, they say the person wey say wey come preach for you. If you go for a country, they pray, oh, but they do all the other things join. You know, but our own now they come say, oh, everything can be prayer. If you come for here now, for example, all the churches then get big hospital. That big hospital then get teaching teaching, like then they associated with university as teaching hospital join. That hospital then get nursing school join, physiotherapy, social, all kind of all the profession where they see for hospital, then get them for the school. You go train, you go they work. They know they say they want to they do miracle, you know. But our own be say that miracle where they say that they do be like advertisement for them. That's why every church they want to they prove say they sabi do miracle. Why? Now advertisement make you they come. You know, Catholic church everywhere, all over the world. Catholic church, they get Catholic hospital. For example, if you go to America, you know, if you go to, for example, Texas now, like Houston, a friend was telling me, if you go there, the biggest hospitals are owned by Methodist Church. Methodist Church. But our own Methodist prelate is here doing, you know now, you know the story. So Methodist Church, they are running the biggest hospital, employing people. You understand, they are a major employer. So most of our people that are working in the hospital, they are working for church hospitals, church institutions. You understand? Because most of the I don't know, like, you know, associations that is associated with church, they are always about helping people. For example, you have Caritas all over the world. Caritas is there to help. Like all these are people that are crossing from desert. They mount Caritas everywhere. All the money they collect, they use it to be giving people food, clothing. Every month, you know, they will be giving welfare every month. That's why, like, for me, I know that there's a place for religion in the life of everybody, in the life of a lot of people. Some people don't, but in the life of a lot of people, majority of people need religion, and the religion does not stop you from developing. A lot of people think it's because of the way it was used to exploit us, and we have not even learned to use it for our own advantage, you know. So they use the church. For example, here they have mainly Catholic and Evangelic. And Catholic, we have Catholic schools and Catholic hospitals, and Evangelists, they will have diacony. They are the ones doing all the same thing Caritas will do here. They will give legal service. If you have legal problem, you can't pay, they have office. Their members, they will have time where you can come for free consultation, legal, and they will render it for you free. You will not pay. You see, this is the role the church should be playing. But here, they are just into tricking people. Hey, oh, miracle, oh, look, one leg is not working again, the other leg is working. Oh, yes, oh, you know. I even saw one, I will never forget when I saw one video here in this Germany. They were doing, oh, the hand was not paid, the hand, oh, stretch the hand. I say in this Germany that everybody have health insurance. You can go to the hospital and they or go to doctor first. Then the doctor will ascertain if it's something you can go into the hospital for. You are doing doing scam, like Chris was doing, raising dead, scam. All those things was what they did. By the time they were doing all those things, there was no telephone, there was no video. You understand? But now all those things don't bust. Can he go and be doing that? He wants to deliver the dead again. He can't. You see? Yeah. So now we have a lot of problem. Granted, you know, but then we're having all this security problem, and election is coming, and you are thinking, okay, for the first time we are seeing, okay, we think, okay, he's gaining momentum. So like our brother said, if election can hold in the north, the election will hold in the south is fine. Election was holding in the north, you know. I remember before the general election, when President Jonathan was there, they shifted the election so that they can be a bombardment, a military operation to rout out a lot of the terrorists, you know. Can you allow something like that? Do you want something like that to be done in the southeast so that the election can hold? How come nobody is talking about what is going on? You know? I believe, you know, your environment influence you a lot. Your environment influences. So, like I'm saying, you know, like I tell you guys always that, like when they are telling you that, oh, it's the people, this one that are doing us is the other people. If you look at, for example, the southeast now, who is the person that is directly in charge of the southeast? For example, if you look at the southeast, everybody still have their villages, you know. Everybody still live in their villages, the village that your forefathers lived. As a matter of fact, somebody can say, I am from this village, and that's all. And then you can actually trace that person. If you can know where somebody come, that this person is from so village. That is all. You know the surname, you know the village. I mean, you have already found the person like 50%. You just have to find which of those villages, because sometimes you have the same name of a village repeating itself in other parts of Igbo land. You know, you are not more under slavery than, for example, somebody that is in Ogun State. It is the sons and daughters of Ogun State that are in charge of that place. You understand me? So what is this mindset that you are under slavery, and you say the other one is your enemy, and the same thing you see everybody say, oh, the other one, you understand? And while you are fighting yourself, the resources that is from the country, everything about the country is not going to the people. You understand? It's just going through prosy leaders, evaporating. So the suffering that everybody is suffering is still under that canopy of Oyibo supremacy. You understand? And somehow when people are in that power, like now as a mayor dey now, so they wan fit be say na wetin dey talk na dey happen all over the world. Now you understand? So as dem don plan am, say this month, let me tell you people something. All this time wey they say we get oil, the oil wey dey for ame, e go reach them till tomorrow. Dem get, you know how many oil dem get? Dem no dey take their own. Why? Because dem wan use say that they buy oil, dem no dey buy, dem use am hold everybody for neck like this, you know. So dem come use am dey decide how e go be. So if you dey do wetin dem want, dem go dey buy am, you go dey answer say you rich, you get oil. But if you no do wetin dem want, dem no go buy that oil. Your money go, everything go just fall, boom. The whole thing go spoil. So na wetin dem just use hold everybody. If you see all these Arab people now wey dem dey form, say wey dey say, you know, they get money now, that oil now they take get that money. Na men hand the day, because the day wey they say they no buy again or any, na that thing they take hold everybody, you know. The only person wey they no fit use that thing hold now, na be that oga put am in him own side. And because they no fit hold that side, na make wahala dey there. And another place where they come dey look, say they don dey for their koro eye, say chinko don comot for their hand, chinko don dey get their own, chinko don dey set, you know. So you know, like I told you people from the beginning, you know, all this thing we no go dey talk and finish. I no get me, I no strong like Ijele wey go dey open my talk everything. I beg o, I no get power. So exactly. So you know, so if you no do wetin dem want, they will come for you. So they need to say na dem dey run everything as dem want am. You know, like yesterday I saw one video when the number 3 for Ame, they go that place. He wan go China, omo, come see the show of force. You sef, you go bow now, come see the show of force. The woman dey for aeroplane for up. I even save that video, may I show una small. You know, I will still play this misleader video. I don't know, because I was kind of undecided if I should play that misleader video. The woman dey for up. Hey, I say, see na levels. The woman dey for up, sheep dey for down. I hope I will see that video. Did I save it? No, I didn't save that video, unfortunately. I thought I saved it. I actually thought I saved that video. Because I was like, wow. Now be say, hey, may we dey ready for the whole thing won't spoil now. Because the thing we no even know, they say our own no reach. Our own no reach. Let me play another music underneath to avoid copyright issue. So mona dey see sheep dey for ground, sheep dey for ground. You go see am just now. Sheep dey for ground. Now number 3 for Ame, number 3 now that woman, old woman wey they don dey run the show since how many years ago, more than 30 years. Now that woman don take dey for that place. See the sheep that they come. You go see up just now. You go see up just now. You dey see am, na she dey for the aeroplane. You see the aeroplane wey dey for center, na she dey inside. Una dey see am. Wait, make her bring am back a little bit. See, una go see am just now. Una go see am just now. Sheep dey for ground. You go see the plane. You dey see the plane. You see the plane. See the one wey dey for up. You see the ones wey dey follow am for back. You see another 3 dey follow. You see another one dey follow am. you see that kind of envoy for up. Where did they go? Where did they go? Did they go for something like Ukraine wey near Oga Putin side? Now so this place now that they call am Taiwan, e just dey for China, you know. So the wahala wey dey ground now be say, you know, at the beginning I showed you people the map. Say if you dey look the map, you go see Oga Putin side like this. You go come see small countries, all this Kyrgyzstan, all this Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, whatever stand for in between. You understand? Turkey dey here like this. Then you go come see Chinko. So you know say na the two people nine be the main target, and for the middle there where the katakata dey for that Ukraine get one water dey there, they call am, may I just say dudu, as everybody know say miroji. Na so na that place nine be the strategic position when e be say they want make their one minute all the water ship also make it dey for that place, make they take that place, they control the big the one for this side and the Chinko own for this side. You understand? For Oga Putin for here, Chinko own for that side. But they no wan go direct. Say Oga Putin, we dey come for you. Now they will come go the one way nearer. When it be say if dem dey there, they don't almost dey there. Now so they come still they do this one now. So the wahala wey dey for all this thing now be say, if you wey be only OG go cause problem for yourself now you go use your head carry am, because nobody even know say una own dey exist. So my people, I just dey talk small, you know say I don't get power. Na coded who fit understand, make you understand. Abeg, I no fit open my mouth dey talk finish, I no be jail. Thank you, my brother. So I no fit talk finish. So you see this thing where they happen, say bandit to bandit, where the thing they go now, food. That food one they fit chop now. Say you come dey chop gari, you go come dey chop. You want to dey chop gari, you go all this Benue. You know where the wahala first starts. Now be that Benue. That Benue when it be say where they say na food basket of the nation. Now there that thing hot. Where? Why? Because that food one they feel buy for yourself, una go stop am, because the one be say na them that oga that man wey they call Bill and Gates. Now he want in company, he get in company when he be say now all this agric something they dey inside, they call am Monsanto. So if you need more information, maybe go ask me privately, because I know if you open on my mouth they talk everything, or I beg go. This one pass this one pass bingo zone, no, this one pass the whole world. So now it dey for your presence like this, but you know go dey see am. It dey happen koro for you, you know dey see am. So now that canopy all of us dey. If you see, like for example now, a country like Franco, they no get wetin they get to. They no even get, maybe say e get technology where they take they chop now we they take they chop everything where we get, now they take they chop. The money if they bring that, they fair carry and go there. Now then they decide how much, like the thing pass us, but we no understand. Because why? Then nobody teach us. Why? Because now where they still draw the curriculum reach, now they still they use. Now if you come for example all these people they study biochemistry, microbiology, nobody they study them again as a course. Many things, you know, so many things don't evolve, but now where they live and now we still there. You understand? We go still they learn how they say teachers say all that kind of story, like who discovered River Niger. You know, because we don't know. We don't even get our own. Say maybe they ask you now, say what will be the distance between Abuja and that Zumo, maybe Aso Rock and Zumo Rock. Many people know. They will say if you go small, go come waka, you know far. You know, we don't even sabi how to quantify something. They no teach us. Some teacher they go use ounce. The time I remember one time when a lecturer they say ounce, and when the last say which one can be ounce again, you know. Some they go say kilograms, some they go say grams, some they go say they no get one unit, you know. So even say we get standard organization of Nigeria, they no get anything where they standardize because they no get their own. You understand? We no get our own. We no get our own. So the only thing we will get now be say maybe if you plant corn, you go keep some of the cob after you go plant them again. If you plant yam, potato, you go keep some the seed yam, the seed after you go plant them again. Cocoa yam, you go keep the, you know. Now wait till we get say we feed ourselves at least at all. You go see apple chop, you go see eba chop, you go see garri drink. But that is about to end because all these people where they dey inside all this IDP camp now, when they go back, they'll come say, oh, they don't get anything where they go put for ground again. All those fake better people, those people where they say that na them be better people, they'll come say, okay, we won't give on this corn. They come put am for plastic where they don't already write and na brand though, na brand. As dem give you, you go put am for ground, you go grow, you go fine, but na there e finish. Na there e finish. That time wey we small, that time wey we saw when some wey they do this agricultural revolution, wetin they even dey do na something like crossbreeding. Crossbreeding when e be say that they do am from experience, e dey take some more years. They go do crossbreeding. You understand? So when they do that crossbreeding, to produce a better breed of that whole range, you understand, you go still dey okay. So you go fit still use the seed like many people go get an orange grape. You go see that one whenever reach anywhere, go dey bear fruit. You go small like this, you go bear fruit. Like all this agric palm fruit, you go see them. You no go tall like that one where they need to climb. You go dey like half. You don't bear fruit. You fit dey for ground, they cut am. Not be that one, because that one they were doing it within our own institution. That's how all this Institute of Agriculture, you get one institute of IITA, Institute of I don't forget the name, like they for Ibadan. You know, that was why they even formed it, like something like Umudike used to be an institute for agriculture. They were doing all this agricultural plant breeding, trying to bring new breeds, enhanced species. But now other one don't end. You understand? I remember one time I worked in a lab that they were okay, let me not just say anything. So anyway, long story short, that food, because a lot of people don't even understand. So for example, we get wheat, we get corn. Like we can plant, like you understand. Now wait till you get, now you go say they do your own bread. Your bread must not be from wheat. Your bread can also be from your own local this thing. But today, they say grain no dey for Ukraine. No bread everywhere. No bread in Nigeria. Bread come turn to problem. Normally, for village, now bread na something like who go Lagos, they come. Who they pass on Isha, they go bring bread. It was not a staple. You understand? You don't really need it on a day-to-day basis. Waiting you need na corn to make akamu. You know, every in the morning there will be akamu. Then beans, you go use the beans to do akara. You know, plantain, you go fry them. You know, like local things. Bread was, I don't know. Maybe it's my unique experience, but that's my understanding. You understand? I dey fear, oh my brother. My children, they never big oh. Hey, oh. You understand? So at the end of the day, IITA, yeah, IITA, I remember. I've been there, I know. I've been there in Ibadan. So at the end of the day now, you know, you know, these things wey we dey talk now, all this platform wey we dey now, wey we say we get opportunity to dey talk to ourselves, who create am, who give am to us? Shebi na dem. Na dem still dey know. Dem go say you are allowed to say anything, o, freedom of speech, kiniko kiniko. When the time reach now, no be everything you go allow to talk. You talk some, they go say e good. You talk another one, they go give you cane. That they say for that, they go say they no dey beat pikin, no, but you get one, you go talk, they will give you they go give you wetin they call strike. You no understand. So the time when you no get your own nko, shebi you go fall in line. But when chinko they start their own, shebi they don't go get their own chinko something. So chinko get their own. They no need this one where we dey inside now. They no need that. They get their own. When we say now their government they talk how the thing they grow for their own social media. Now their own government they talk waiting they how you waiting allow waiting no allow. You understand? Which one we see? Now their own we get. So the thing is, if we not take time, we go create problem way worse. Pass say, oh, outside the rule, Yoruba the rule. You get Southeast. We get Southeast, and even though we get Southeast, because we not get anybody, we really get the understanding of how to do the work. Say make we elevate our place, and that's why we dey go everywhere. Make we go find how we want survive. Not be today something. No be before even Nigeria take shape, we don dey comot to dey go find how we go do ourselves. Okay, now you know say you get people all over the place. Wetin you dey go dey kpai people wey dey say they be like northerner? Why? Because you dey wan make katakata boss. You dey wan make big katakata boss. Because why? You know they understand the time where you dey. You no understand the time where you dey. The time where you dey when e be say the real elephant wey dey this world they do gara gara, they wan fight. 911 shin one cockroach for one corner. You wan come show himself. Who you think say go even notice? Who you think say you go notice? Say if una wan come kpai una say I take disturb anything. Wetin una first contribute now. No be say make una kuku clear on herself. They will come use the whole area, do one factory. One person go own am as in your own personal island. Una no even understand anything. That place una dey look now where they call am, e get people wey fair dey there. No be the people wey dey there now dey there. The original people wey dey there, dem kpai them. They even put money for their eye. Say if you see one like the kpai, no be only there dem do that thing. No be that time when we small wey they do literature, where that South Africa on the rain. You understand? The same thing. They go come village like they tell them say they want remove these people. Then get law, then do law for their parliament where they say something art. They come that town like this. They go carry everybody who no agree. They go buy them, carry all of them, come out there for their village, use their whole village, turn to one person farm. Estate, put majestic gate. Before I go, they come. All that place, the land way past one village go be one person property. You go use and plant one thing, big something. They go use tractor, they drive on top. When I say the time, if una no understand, they go replace una. Nothing new. Nothing new. Thank you, and I will block you. So if you come here to insult me, I will block you. Okay? So go to IPOB. Since I'm worse than IPOB, you go to them. I remember when we only had organics, the science came and they replaced it with improved seed, which later turned out to be evil seed. But that is causing all kinds of. Now we can even afford our original. Thank you. Now be all these institutes, even that organic, even all these improved seedlings, you understand it. Improved seedlings, that time they will put it in bags, when you are going in the village, you will see all this palm guava, all this one, they will say this one is agric. We used to call it agric, mano agric, guava agric, orange agric. it was everywhere agric. This one is agric. At least you that one you can even replant it. But the one where they carry corn now from this their Monsanto, hey, nothing, oh, nothing. As you dey chop am, e don finish. They go give you again before you go plant am. No be that one be say if you get tomato, you go pour am for ground. You wash am, you pour am or pepper, so small time go dey grow. No, you go buy am. That small seed, they go tell you say maybe 3 seeds, so amount, 10 seeds, so amount, you go buy am. If you put am for ground, the day wey you chop that, na there end, you go buy am again. So, my people, I'm still waiting for your call. Tell us what is going on in your own area in the southeast. So these things are beyond the things you people are looking at. Like this misleader that want you to destroy everything. Let me play some of the audio a little bit again.
The black people from Africa make perfect slaves. They will give you an excuse. Don't you see how they came to Mama Regina's house and arrested them? Oh, they want to be arrested. No, because of that, let us be slaves. Nonsense. Pure, arrant nonsense. Everything born of a woman must die anyway. How you choose to die is what makes you a man. How you choose to live or your knees is what makes you a slave. These are the things you must understand.
So, how are we living on our knees in the southeast? If you go to Anambra, it's an Anambra indigene born from Anambra, grown in Anambra, that is the governor there. If he had the will to do something for his people, he will do it. And the people will benefit from it directly. Nobody is standing in his way. The governors actually have a lot of autonomy and power. They can even negotiate with international organizations or even countries. They can do so much. But we are not looking at that, you understand? Because some things you have to start from within, and gradually it will come up. But they are not, you understand me? Counting it. So how are you a slave as an Igbo person? How? Exactly. You understand? Thank you, Ismail. You understand? So some people, they don't understand. If you go to, for example, if you go to Ogun State, who is the governor of Ogun State? Is a Ogun-born Ogun State. If you go to, for example, President Buhari, or he's from the Katsina, the governor of Katsina is from Katsina. The governor of Borno is from Borno. The governor of Jigawa is from Jigawa. You don't have any, like, for example, and from the center, from example, for the center, for that government power now in the center, it doesn't matter who is there. It is the little things that everybody is doing in their corner that will matter. That center is actually more like international affairs. It's just because Nigeria is practicing the kind of democracy that federal government is kind of playing the role of father, giving money to the state allocation, federal allocation. You understand? So if the powers will devolve that the states should generate funds, you will see most of these states are not viable. They will not be able to generate funds because they are not doing anything. And because the states are not doing anything, that's why there's unemployment. For example, most of the streets, you see there is trash, there's those everywhere, Why? Because they don't have refuse management system. For example, water system, there's no water system in the whole of Southeast. For example, like so if you have a water system, for example, every community there will be a water board where then you have a wastewater system, a system where wastewater, storm water will go into that system and come to a place where say you will treat the water before it will go into the nature, so that all the contaminants will not go into nature. You will remove it as sludge. Then when you remove that sludge, you will incinerate, you burn it. I'm talking too much big English again, you remove it like like lumps. That there's a process, you do it, and then by the time you are releasing it into nature, you have already removed all the dangerous chemical, all the contaminant that is causing sickness in the society. You understand? But you don't have it. That's why there's no job. Because even when governors say they want to recruit, they will just carry people name, put them in secretariat. They will be sitting around, they are not doing anything, just come and answer present. They don't really have job description. They are not doing anything per se. That's why there's no job, because everybody is looking for that kind of administrative job where you go and sit in one secretariat and you are not doing anything. Why? Because the governors are not working, So if the government will work, there will be work. There will be job for everybody to be doing. And so if you say, for example, you want to provide education, you understand? If you say you want to provide security now, you can have a state security. You understand? Empower them. They will be patrolling and they will be on the payroll of the state. For example, in this Germany, there's something we call Ordnungsamt. Ordnungsamt is a department of orderliness. They will be going around, making sure you pack very well, making sure, maybe, for example, you're on the way, maybe you are carrying the dog shit, you will pack the shit. If you don't pack it, they will just be patrolling. You understand? And that will be their job description. And there are some people, their job is to go to the parks, clean it, pick up the trash, so that everywhere is looking clean. And that will be their job description. But you don't have governors just collect the money and pocket it. They are not doing anything. And so, where is the job going to come from? Is it going to fall from heaven? Like one of my callers have already said it here one time. Why is there no job in Nigeria? What job are people here doing? You understand? Most of the time it's like maybe one service or the other. You render one service or the other, maybe in collaboration with the state, maybe as a private company, and the state will be supporting the businesses. Sometimes the state will subsidize the salary so that the person will be paying living wages. So they don't even pay living wages. So people have to be stealing so that they can even live. You'll be paying somebody 10,000 a month in a country where you know that 10,000 cannot do anything for you. Good evening, John K. You understand me? So at the end of the day now, somebody wants to initiate katakata at a time where the big brothers for this world, they point each other for naro anya akananya, that they shook hand inside each other eye. They find the big deal. Now, you understand? You're not going around in the southeast. You see person will be like say na Hausa, you buy. You see people will carry a car, you buy them. They feel powerful. You don't want to be a slave. Like this one is saying, you sacrifice everybody. So why do you have that notion that you are a slave? You are not a slave. You are not a slave. Good evening, Salim. You are not a slave. But when they hammer it into your consciousness for so long, you buy it that you are a slave. What is the government? For example, I look at Imo State governor. Every day he's on one road or the other, feeling powerful. He will even snap picture in front of his computer, walking governor. Okay, he's walking, he's doing road, only everyday road. Everyday road. And there are so many things. Look, if they will renovate the school alone, and start something like a kindergarten school system, everything will be part of the school system. You will employ people who will be teaching in kindergarten, employ people who will be teaching in primary school, professional, you train them, you will be paying them. You will have activities, sport activities, you will train those people, you will be paying them. Then there will be job. Where will the job come from? You say, oh, no job, and nobody say, what kind of job are you even looking to create? You will be training people in the programs that British people left for us since 1930. That is what you are still training people for today. Something that is irrelevant in today's world. You know? Something that is irrelevant in today's world. So if you will have, for example, a system that will supply water, then you will have a water management board. And then you will find that they will be responsible to draw the water. Either they are drawing the water from open source or from underground water source. You understand? So there are so many things that is killing people. So many things that people are falling sick of. Environmental hazard everywhere. And nobody is even taking it into consideration. And then when people fall sick, enter the charlatan, they call themselves pastor. They will take advantage. Whereas the Oyibo people that brought church for us, they are not every corner claiming they are doing miracle and raising the dead. You know, they are sponsoring hospitals, sponsoring young people to go into training, sponsoring young doctors. You know, running mega hospital, being source of employment, like re-employment. No, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Their own, they will take advantage of even the small one people are doing for them. Someone that is singing for you every day is in the church practicing, rehearsing. You don't know that you're supposed to pay him a living wage, because that is what he's doing for when he's doing that, he consumes all his time. He doesn't have time for any other thing. They don't know that they'll have to pay that person salary. You know, they will exploit. Why? Because that is what we have been used to. We have been exposed to that exploitation. So everybody wants to exploit, take advantage. You understand? But they forget that cut meat come from where you go cut that meat come now, from the same cow, from one cow. You know, now the same people they do. The same people now they no get job. The same people now they no where. The same people now you say bring. Now the same people you go still kidnap, say make them bring it, make them dollar make them bring. So election is here at the door. We are thinking that okay, these people have put themselves together that they will go and engage in an election, and now they are going around causing nuisance, kind of begging for a retaliation at a time like this. Good evening, Kenny Kingsley. Yes, my brother. Creating job is easy, but the people either they don't have idea of what to do, or they are not interested. You know, okay, the things that they are stealing the money for, what do they want to go and do with it? They want to go to somewhere like Dubai and buy a house. Lobaton. What else? You want to go to London and buy a house. If your children come to that London and live, he will still be a second-class citizen. There will be no place. He cannot do that buga that they are doing in Nigeria. He will drive himself. Shebi, you saw the video of, hey, my brother Philip, thank you so much for the stars, you know. Thank you. Wow, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate. Wow, 700 stars. You know, you saw Governor Aregbe in America, where he went to eat. Shebi, he was going to the table to take the food by himself. Imagine if he was in Nigeria, that he is coming, Ogami, lawyer, everybody, the person will go plate different, the person will go stand for the right side different, the person they go there, But you see, when he's in America, he has to go and take the food by himself. Who won't do one for him? You see, it's only in that country that you can feel that way. There is a story that I'm looking at in China. A young Nigerian guy, frustrated on the street, he said he wants to go to Nigeria, and then he even started to attack somebody that was selling things, scattering him things. The thing not turned to fight. I don't know if people have seen that story. You know, you don't know the struggle people are going through. So this one now was in London ranting and giving an example, but you are in London. Why are you in London? Why are you not in the southeast there? Why are you in the same London? You are saying that they are the one they did it, but you are living there. You are their citizen. Your children are their citizens, benefiting from that British system. But instead of you to be looking for where to step in to ameliorate and start small, you say no, you want boom, destroy, let everybody buy. What are they alive doing? That is somebody that has sickness. It's not somebody that's come to offer anything like a solution. Eh? All our politicians have visited or been abroad, so how come they are not replicating the beautiful things they see that works in there? They are just the thing is to see the things that is going on is one thing, but how is it functioning? How can you know? You don't know now. It's not something you can know from the outside. But when you are visiting, it's another end game. The discipline, the mental rigor it will take for you to create a system, even if it's just for a village, a system that will work. For example, if you say you want to start a welfare system, you will need to sit down and have the mental rigor, that mental strength to work out that system, how it's going to work, and calculate what is going to be the problem, where is going to be the challenges, what is going to be the success. There are many ways to do it, but one of the simplest one they do is a SWOT analysis. You say the strength, the weaknesses, opportunities, the threats. You just kind of then you go into each one and elaborate on it, and you will have people that it will be their job. For example, if you come to the southeast now, or even to the whole of the country, we have people who have studied surveyor, geography, and regional planning. We're supposed to have the whole of the country mapped out. If you come, for example, if you are looking at Nigeria, for example, they are saying this is Imo State, they say this is Anambra State. You can't really see it in a map. You can't really walk into it, and try to, extrapolate the, how will I put it, the content of that area, to understand the topography of the place. You can't really see it. They just draw some kind of, I think it's just military that gives a general overview of what that place look like. So you can't really walk in, because for example, the terrain of Anambra or Imo is just so small, like that somebody would even be there and be able to be taking people captive in such a small area. In such a small area that you will not drive more than 2 hours to go around it. You understand? It's because you have people who are doing geography, regional planning, and they are not planning it out. For example, in our villages, everything is sprawling. There is no plan. There's no plan. Like the roads are like an afterthought. That's why you see the roads are always like narrow. Like you understand? So normally you have to look at it from the area view, and plan it out, map out a road. You understand? And you'll be able to have it and have an overview of that area. Like even this one, they are saying, for example, Borno, Niger State is very massive. You're supposed to have a good, from the up, you will have a very good view. Like even people who study forestry supposed to have a complete view, map of all the forests. So the courses that they brought to us, they use it, they implement it, they use it. It's like a real career. But when you study that course, like somebody that study forestry, it will be like this kind of course, what they go take and do, because they don't know the value of the course. You understand? They don't know that you can actually use it directly to develop an area. And so everywhere is sprawling. If you go to our villages, it's sprawling. So, for example, everybody is digging their own water. Everybody, like now, for example, you come, you dig your own water, you dig your own sock away. And not up to 50 meters, another person, another person's source of drinking water, they will dig a borehole there. And you know that underground we have, the underground water running. and you will see cross-contamination from underground. People will be drinking contaminated water, and they will not know, because you will not be seeing it with ordinary eye. They will say, oh, I don't, so many things, I don't know, somehow we are not having the right conversation. That's why I just look at it. I feel like the easiest thing for us to do now is to kind of maintain some kind of relative peace and allow the evolution to be going on gradually, because the people we are seeing in government, they don't even understand what is at stake. And so the drive to develop from within, like all of us all over the world, people were under the same problem, this same struggle, but gradually people begin to build from within, until they will not realize that you be like say your leg don dey strong, they want to come in, but that time you say you don dey gather yourself wey you fit do agidi. But our own, we never even get anything, we not even get food to eat, but we want to dey do agidi, we want to do. So who you think say go come dey give you food, or they give you medicine, they give you water? Wetin, what important are you to that person now? So now you income life, or income life come feed you, abi? And you say woman rights, it is say you follow, abi? Hey, thank you so much, Michael Sanchez. I salute you for the stars. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you so much for corroborating that story, Quincy Okole. Exactly. If you have the proper GIS, you will just extrapolate the whole place. Fear. The thing will be doing people. You will know. You don't even have so much, and not to talk of today that you have all these gadgets that can easily be, used as a connecting point. It's just because we have people that they are just doing Christian, Muslim, Muslim. There was one time I was watching a documentary, and I was just seeing, like, it was a video. I think I was looking at there was a video they were showing. It was a documentary. Yeah, it was a documentary. They were showing that Australia was not producing enough priests, and so they were sending priests from Africa, from Nigeria. I think that was what interested me. And the priest that they sent, that I was looking at in that video, was from Nigeria, was Igbo. So I was now looking at that video, and and the priest was now explaining that there are so many of them, and they are doing this priestly work, and there's a school, and from there they now show this school, man, like the number of young boys in that school alone. I think it's somewhere in Anambra State. I don't know the name exactly. Let me not say. But it was in Anambra State, and I was amazed, like, wow, this number of young children. And he said, like, the roll call is so high, the admission, like, the request, the interest is so high. They have to be very selective before, and you see teeming young men, young boys, so many of them. And it was amazing for me. I was like, wow, like, you still have a situation like this, and you are crying of freedom every day, like, you begin to understand that what we are thinking about, that is freedom, is just the concept that the person that is not from our ethnicity is on power. Not that we understand actually the larger scope of what that freedom actually mean or should mean. You understand me? Yeah, so I'm talking too much again. So the religion and all this hate and all this misinterpretation, like Kanu is saying, that you sacrifice everybody, buy everybody, all those things, is coming from a place of not really understanding the dynamics of things in the world we live in. And above all, it's very, very easy to blame. You remember when President Buhari was seeking to become Nigerian president, he was making the rise of the dollar an issue. He was like, how can the dollar be risen to this amount? But today, he's not saying anything. And a lot of people who will be making that analogy and say, oh, look at it, and they are now explaining, oh, look at, it was always like that, but it was a different setting. So it was easy to apportion blame until you are sitting on the hot seat. You understand? when you sit on that hot seat, you now see that, it is not what it is. You understand? It's like the more you look, the more the thing there is more than us. Imagine that, for example, that the baby food, like something as significant as baby food is being imported in Nigeria, like cereals that you have to give to newborn babies, like maybe the mother is not lactating, or the baby is not feeding enough, you want to add something, and you are feeding, you want to feed the baby, you don't have baby food. You understand? And previously it used to be akamu. You understand? An akamu, maybe you fortify with some milk, but it has to be imported. So that is how serious it is. Like, we don't have anything of our own. Even though, like, for example, simple things, even as simple as underwears, we don't have our own. We don't have tailors that sew underwears, for example. Like, so we are so dependent. Our livelihood is so dependent on other communities, on other people, that at this stage we are very, and it's a shame. Actually, it's a shame, because in the last let me say like 20 years, there was some kind of relapse, and it's as if they accepted us like we are humans, because that question was there, that we are not humans. And what did we do with this? What did we do with it? You understand? We were just more interested to buy things, so we didn't even interest ourselves in our systems. Because when you have a system of order that you want to do something, then other things can fall in. But when you don't have a system, and you are going to take the system of another person, but you don't understand the foundation of that system, how is it going to work? you know you didn't draw it's just like you want to build a house, and you have to lay the foundation, and you will understand. And when you are looking at the skeleton of a house, like people who did architecture, they will tell you, like, they will first of all bring the skeleton, and you will literally be looking at the skeleton of the house. The house is not yet built, but you can see where the room will go. You will see the area, the kitchen. You can just use your imagination to fill in the rest. But you are seeing literally, if you build the house, this is going to be the sitting room, and you understand. So by the time the house is taking shape, you are part of it. You already know where it's going. But when you are not part of the foundation, you don't even know the reason for that foundation, or how the foundation was laid, or what should go where, and then you want to build on that kind of thing. It's not going to stand. It's not going to stand. That's the major issue we are having. And one of the realization I had with when it comes to this Biafra issue is, when you are talking about you want to have your own indigenous country, and then there is nothing indigenous about that country. It's like you just want to recreate a mini Nigeria for yourself. You begin to understand that, wow, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody wants to add. I'm sorry, guys, I was just talking all over the place. I hope it's adding up at the end of the day. So if anybody wants to add anything to the conversation, you can call in now. They come abroad, even the major governor goes to the common store, no driver. Exactly, they even take the public bus. Yeah, exactly. Our mind has also been programmed such that we believe that foreign products are better than ours. You don't support our yeah, it's always like that. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello, my sister. Good evening from here.
Hello, good evening.
I want to use this opportunity to really appreciate you.
Thank you. We're hearing you. Go ahead. Just go ahead to the point. Yeah. It's not coming straight here. No, we can't hear you. I'm sorry. Maybe you call back again. We can't hear you. So, my people, I greet all of you. Yeah, so the programming is deep, but sometimes, even though somebody, it's like there's something they say in Igbo. It said uche, like uche ga buru uche mado, like like what you have thought that you want to do is not how it turned out, something like that. We can also change it, because but all it takes is for you to understand. So when you understand, you now begin to start to look for a way how to work around it. You know that programming is there, and you know that so many people are in that program. So how do you come in? Where will you start the programming? Because when, like for example, if you have put an animal in captivity for long, and even though when you remove that chain, it has been experimented. If you remove that chain, the animal doesn't is free, but he doesn't know that he can now move around, because he has been conditioned to that place where he has been in chain. So and sometimes when people have been programmed in this way, that, for example, for people of our southeastern region, that they have been programmed in this mindset that they are slave, they are slave, they are slave. It has hammered into their subconsciousness, so it's become their reality. So if you are saying anything that does not conform to that theory that they are slaves, they are not going to accept it, because they want you to affirm that they are slaves. You understand? So that slave that they are is where they want to start from. And if you are bringing any truth or any facts, like sometimes truth can even be relative, but some facts, the facts are there, the figures are there. You can represent it anyhow you want, but the facts are the facts. If you present the facts, factual evidence, factual truth of what is going on, there's a disconnect. So it's like they call it a dissonance. There's a dissonance there. So there is a psychotic dissonance. They can't take it. It cannot come into their mind, because that's the programming that they are. And for example, Kanu did a very good job in programming them that their life is not important, that the region has to be taken down and destroyed, and because they are slaves. And they have to work very hard to achieve that, because it has now become part of their consciousness. Hello.
Hello? So sorry, a call comes in there. So sorry.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Go ahead. We are hearing you. Yeah.
Okay. Like I was saying, I said I just want to appreciate you, and also pray to God Almighty to bless you and protect you.
Thank you.
For always trying to find time to us to give us what we call an exposition about the situation that is happening in Nigeria and in Southeast in particular. It shows that you have passion for the country of your birth.
Yeah.
May God bless you on that.
Thank you.
Talking about the topic, will there be an election in Southeast?
Yeah.
And this one is a very critical question. It's a jam question that needs to be answered by those who are chanting that particular word. I don't know. But to be sincere, I have been listening to so many social media ranters saying that there are not going to be an election in the Biafra land. And I don't know how they are going to go by it, by not allowing people to exercise their right and their choice of candidates. Then if you are saying there will be no election in Biafra land, I think it's high time the presidential candidate that comes from that particular axis or that particular region, it's high time he come out publicly to denounce them and also to debunk them, and also to encourage the people in that particular region to tell that what they are saying is nonsense. But keeping mute is a negative effect to his own campaigning election. I think that is very important for him to come out to say something about it. Because it's not going to be possible for anybody from the north to come out to say there's not going to be an election in a particular section, that person must be debunked. Because it's the right of every individual or every citizen in Nigeria to vote the candidate he or she wishes or wants. So saying there's not going to be an election in Southeast is a subject of discussion. It depends on how the security situation is going to be, maybe towards the election time. And it's also a clear indication to the law forces of Nigeria to know that these are the people that are causing this war. Because they are saying it publicly, there's not going to be election in Biafra land. A non-entity is coming on social media to say there's not going to be election in a sovereign nation. It shows it's sending a signal to the security forces in Nigeria to take an action or to mount an investigation. Who are those saying this? What are they trying to maybe bring on board? What are their plans? Because anybody that is bold enough to say there's not going to be an election in a particular region, it shows he has an evil agenda on ground that he wants to maybe launch during the election time. So it's an eye opener to all the security forces in Nigeria to take the right step to see what they can do about it. So thank you very much for giving me time to speak.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. I would have loved if somebody would call from the Southeast and tell us what the feeling is like in the Southeast, you know. But be that as it may, you are free to comment. Like me, I don't allow insult or attack or threat. If you attack me, I will block you. If you insult, I will block you. Just write what we add, any positive or any something that will add value to what we are talking about or to anybody on this thread. If you just want to come and insult people, it doesn't have any value, so I'm going to remove you and your comments. So for people who are saying I'm banning people, if you don't have any other thing other than insult, I can't help you. I'm sorry. We have to teach people how to you can also have a contrary opinion, but it doesn't have to be an insult. You can also say you don't agree with me for the following reasons. You put your reasons down. It's agreed. It's allowed. Debate is enlightening. People can debate and exchange ideas, and I can gain something from you, and you can also gain something from me. We don't have to agree 100% all the time. Some people, they are so emotional. If they don't like what you are saying at this moment, they get angry. We don't have to agree all the time, because we are two different people. We are different people. We come from different backgrounds. We've had different experiences. You understand, we have been exposed in different ways. We have grown up in different religion, in different cultures. So why should we have the same mindset? But there are some things that we can always agree to disagree, and so we can also agree and say, yeah, you are right, I agree with you, I see your point, or no, I don't agree with you in this, I see it differently, and it's allowed, you understand. But you don't get to come and start insulting people and attacking them and raining in. So no, you just have to go and learn how to train yourself and that your fingers that you are using to type nonsense, and then you can come and join a civil discussion again. So my people, I want to say thank you so much for everyone that joined. It's getting late, and I appreciate you guys. Like our brother is saying that the candidate from the Southeast should put his mouth in it. I'm just gonna let that one pass and see. Just allow this whole thing to play out. But I really wish that there will be a call for the end of all this wasting of lives on whatever basis. Say that they are not indigenous to that place, or that they are foreigners, or whatever. I hope that the stakeholders in this region, the people in charge of the political structures, will come out and condemn this and call for calm and try to reach out to the families, because when it comes down to it, you can never be able to equate the number of Igbo people in any other region to the number of non-Igbos in the Igbo region. So it's just a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer to be doing something like that. So even if they don't say anything about the election, or if the presidential candidate does not want to say anything for obvious reasons, but it's still important for them to condemn equivocally this wanton destruction of people's properties and people's businesses. because what goes around comes around. So we just have to be mindful. And sometimes you sow your seed now, you're doing all these things. When the result will come, you may have forgotten the seed you sowed, that is what is germinating, Yeah. So yeah, I think I will leave it here for our people in the southeast, and maybe I will do the video for what the misleader was teaching them again separately, and say let's listen to this audio from their misleader, and understand the programming that have taken shape in their mind, and also understand why they are being very irrational and not having any value for life. So, but for now, I think I'll leave it here. I thank every one of you that supported me. Thank you so much for the stars. My brother Philip, Saliu, Michael Chances. I am very, very grateful for the stars. I thank every one of you that subscribed to my page. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And please stay well, stay safe, and don't forget to prep for the worst. Let us be ready. See you too. Bye.